Here we go. 10-2 saw. I got it. Recon 132-5.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Second and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
If you're going to take a shot downfield, second and 1 is a perfect time to do it. You figure you're going to be in heavy run defense, you should have good windows to throw it downfield.
And it looked like there was something there right after the snap, but the defense able to recover. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Strong start by this defense. Third and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. It's Green, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Cousins. That's Isabella open on the right side. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. Never ideal conditions in the snow for a kicker, but the first test on the opening drive, he passed it.
He certainly did. You know what the unit told me was their biggest issue playing in the snow? You just worry about something getting in your eye as the ball is snapped, and then you might miss it, and there goes 3 points off the board.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Watch the
2nd and 9 now. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Kill.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
5. Now.
They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time.
Hey, Echo.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfro. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Love. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryant. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Roquan Smith providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Looking to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for first. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 3rd down, Green. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On fourth down, they do snap it to Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 52.
Smith.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. In for the score. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. On 3rd down, it's Green, and he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. They'll try and run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the throw.
And the ball is knocked out. And he's got some space here. And the return will stop right around the 25. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, and when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
They'll run again with Love on first down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup.
Exit.
It's second and inches.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check, 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 check.
Ready?
Second down and inches. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
At the 45-yard line.
On second down now, it's Hill, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Got 2 draw corner.
45 to Mike, 45.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. They'll run on first down. It's Love. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got the artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now the Card's going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down of the process. On first down, it's Love. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Bryce Love, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, foxtrot.
Check 99.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Room here to run. Touchdown, Cardinals. Justice Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays. Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense.
Oh, that's me. That's me.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
53. Mike 53. All day.
Running to start the drive is Love. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Go!
He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They'll run for it with Love. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, high 7.
He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On 2nd down, Love. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go, D.
Get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's Johnny Hecker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Green. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. He's going to air one out. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Cousins to throw it, and he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, here's Cousins. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marcus Green, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the two-point try. Working out of the gun, Cousins complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Love again. He takes this for 3 to the 29. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, Haywood!
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now back to throw. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 50-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On the draw, this is Love. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 14. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up caught.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerome Baker able to record his 5th sack of the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. 3rd and long for Cousins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Cousins on 4th down. Trying to lay one up deep. And no, it's incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Check 50. You must be getting tired.
On first down, Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the carry, it's Love. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
60 outlaw.
What we got?
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Love. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll keep it on the ground. Love. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
10-2 stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd.
Here's 2nd and 8. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Orbit.
53 at the mic.
Go.
They'll look to throw. And Davis with it left side. And some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Right there. 55. Hey, can.
Hey, wahoo.
Cousins. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Cousins from the gun on third. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo.
On third down, here's Love. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Bryce Love with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They'll get 6 on the dump-off, but it'll bring up a 4th down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
To throw is Cousins, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Throwing, Cousins felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Go!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A gain there of 21 yards.
Ready? 60 out long.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They're going to look to throw. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll drop the throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. New England on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Hey, Charlie.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 50.
Yeah. Hit it.
He'll drop to throw. Going up top. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end.